and welcome to episode part 2, The Importance of Customer Service. And here we have Katarina again. So how are you? So last episode we had you talking about your little problem that you had with Samsung and how it got resolved with Apple being the hero at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So talking about business side of things, how do you train your employees on how they can have great customer service?
Well, in our business, we do a lot of team building. We have a lot of discussions with our employees. We throw up scenarios and we actually discuss with them how to deal with bad customers, how to deal with problems. There could be problems in the kitchen. Food could have been thrown away, so a supplier hasn't turned up. We throw up all these scenarios and we give suggestions, but also we ask for their input. Because when an employee has got a vested interest in the outcome, when their idea has been given value, when you have their input implemented, then they are much more likely to actually deliver and do the right thing and be involved in the outcome.
Okay, so normally how long does the training process take?
Well, it's ongoing. It all varies, but you would have, for example, if you're opening a restaurant or a cafe, you would have pre-opening training so that everybody knows exactly the processes, what's on the menu, how the food goes, the flow of the premises, the tables, the numbering. So they have to know the actual physicality of how it works like the back of their hand. So they're not wasting time thinking, where's the table number, what's on the menu. This should all be second nature to them.
Yeah.
So then close to opening and ongoing after opening, you constantly have meetings with your staff and ongoing discussion and training in how to deal with customers. You have debriefings at least once a week. And you have incentives for employees to help each other and achieve something.
Well, sometimes, do you have like a cooking business? Like, do you run events for cooking?
No,
Is that your business?
No, we do events.
Oh, okay.
As in we actually run weddings, private dinner parties, fundraisers, things like that.
Oh yeah, then of course customer service will be like number
Yes.
one on the list. Cause like, basically if you have poor customer service, it can affect like the reputation and the branding name of the business.
Absolutely.
And that's not what we want. Because we want people to think that our business is like great, trustable, and like they can come back to us anytime.
Look, absolutely. And let me give you 2 examples, if you don't mind. Now, I don't want to be known as the crazy phone person here, but I've got a really, really, frustratingly bad experience with customer service.
Is it based on the phone?
It's based on the
Okay.
phone. But I also have a really good one, which isn't based on the phone.
Okay.
So, just picture this very quickly. 94-year-old auntie who obviously needs a phone in the house in case something happens. The bill went missing. Her phone's been disconnected. I ring Telstra. Telstra, I say. Can't find my auntie's bill. The phone's been disconnected. Can you please tell me how much it is? I would like to pay the bill. I'm sorry, we can't help you. We can't, Information of Privacy Act, we cannot give you any information. I'm not asking for any information, I say. I just want to pay the bill. This goes around in circles, similar to the Samsung incident.
Yeah.
We can't give you any information. Don't want information, want to pay the bill. Sorry, we can't give you information. In the end, I was so annoyed because I said, so are you telling me that I am here now on the phone, I want to give you money, but you're not going to take it because you can't give me information that I'm not asking for? That's right. And I'll never forget this. I went, ah! And I went, bang, 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 bang. I broke the phone, hung up, that was it. And then later on, I resolved it in the sense I worked out how to pay the bill, and that was okay. But I'm now no longer with Telstra, and I never will be again unless something dramatic changes, because there's ongoing issues with Telstra. Now, picture this as great customer service.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Nobo, but it's a heating company. And
Okay.
by the way, I have no affiliations with anybody. So it's a panel heater. And my heater stopped working. And they have I think it was an 8-year guarantee on the heater. So pack it up, put it in the car, take it to the Nobo repair shop. And they said, no problem, we'll check it out, etc. Blah, blah, blah. I think he just barely made it to the warranty, like maybe 2 weeks. Lucky me. Anyhow, I go back to the shop. They called me up, said, it's all finished. I went in there and they pull out a brand new package. And I said, no, I brought mine to be repaired. And they said, no, it's okay. We've decided to give you a brand new heater. Why repair an old heater? You've got a brand new one, and on top of that, you've got another 8-year guarantee on this one. And I'm like, wow. Wow. And do you know, since that day, I've bought more Nobo. I tell everybody I know, you want a heater? Aside from the actual benefits of how these particular heaters work, it's like the customer service, the company, the ethics, everybody I know, I tell, buy heaters from these people because I'm just so impressed. And I think that's what customer service is about. The product has to be good, sure, but it does not have to be the best product in the world. But what does need to be the best in the world is what you offer your customers. They need to leave and feel like you're important to them. Because really you are. Without customers, I don't care what business you are, you go broke. If people aren't going to spend their money with you, you're finished. And this is where I think some business owners, and particularly some large telecommunications, shall we say, businesses, they forget that. They forget without customers, they have no business. And I get quite amazed that they don't realise this. So, well.
Yeah, that's true. 'Cause, like, sometimes they care about making more and more money, and then they leave out the important stuff, which is customer service.
Well, absolutely, Dante, but think about it. If they leave out the customer service, people stop going to them.
Yeah.
Like, I've left, and I'm not saying everybody's going to do what I do, and a lot of people like companies because they offer a particular service. But competition is growing. We have providers, we have product coming from all over the world now. And these people want our custom. Now, if you can say that most products these days are much of a muchness except for maybe look, the thing that makes them different is the way they treat us. And if we feel good with our dealings with that company, that's the company we're going to deal with.
Yeah. Like, you could say, like, Apple's really good at customer service, especially. Because, like, when you go at the Apple store, you see, like, a lot of, I think they're in blue t-shirts or grey t-shirts, I don't know which colour exactly, but they're always, like, walking around making sure that you're having a great time there, and they're making sure that you know what you want to get. And they explain to you and demonstrate to you. So I guess people with that kind of customer service, they will feel like, they're at home.
That's right.
They've got help whenever they want, basically. Then you get along with, like, the Apple Care for your phones and computers and all that, and guess they know how to do it.
Absolutely.
So people keep coming back and back and back.
And a lot of that is the Apple ethos. It all comes back to the origins of the company. They train their staff and they make sure they understand how to follow through with their customers. I mean, you've just said yourself, you go to an Apple store, and they could have 50 people in there, but you're not ignored, and they don't make you feel like they want to rush you out of that store.
Yeah.
I've been to Telstra in my past life, in a store. I've stood there and I've waited and I've looked, and there's people twiddling their thumbs or picking their nose in a corner or whatever the hell they're doing, and it's like, what do? You walk out again.
Yeah. You don't want that happening in your business, especially, like, with me, I would rather have, like, excellent customer service, probably, like, not the best product, well, somewhat good product or service, but excellent customer service so people can come back to me. And with that, I can build, like, a better reputation and better branding name than having somebody go out of my business and saying, don't go back there because of this, and that. So that basically destroys the business name and all that. It makes the owners look bad as well.
It does. And the best advertising you can have for your business is word of mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, when the customer service is great, product is great, people do reviews on that. So people go based on that. They're like, okay, that's good. list ticked, they go back again and again. Like with Apple, they also like they check out the websites again and again to be updated with the latest phones, computers, iPads, and they always keep coming back to the Apple Store. Like millions and millions of products are sold by them in the servers.
So Dante, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to go to the Apple now?
Well, look, with product, I would go iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the iPads and all that. The phones are like they're simple. I like the iPhones, but at the moment, I'm with Android. At the moment. I'm with Samsung. Like I've got the Edge. Got the Edge. Like I know you had that experience before, but I didn't have that experience. But so far, I'm loving the Edge at the moment. I love the iPhone. I'm not saying I hate it or anything. They're both good phones. If they work,
look, they are. And as we both know, the problem wasn't really the phone.
Yeah.
It was the way they dealt with it that was the issue here.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, tell us a little bit more about your business. Like, what do you do?
Well, if you would like to do, for example, a fundraiser.
Yeah.
And have a band and invitations and dinner and design and have the whole concept from beginning to end, you call me and I will do that for you. If you would like to have a high-end dinner party for 10 people and, impress some overseas guests, then you call me as well. And everything else in between.
Okay, so...
And...
Yeah, there's an and.
And we also do doggy parties.
Doggy parties?
Doggy parties. There are people out there who love their dogs. And they might like a doggy birthday cake and have all their doggy friends come round and give doggy treats in little doggy bags.
I should bring my dog.
You should.
Yeah.
I hear it's a very friendly dog.
He is friendly. It's a husky, boy.
Ah.
Yeah, he's fun to play with and all that. Before, pretty sure you met him.
Yes, I did.
Great experience?
It was a great experience. I was thinking my dog might like him too.
So, how many times do you have like these events with like doggy parties?
Look, it goes in batches. I mean, you could have 10 in a year, you could have 50 in a year, but I'd say generally you'd have maybe one a month.
Okay, so what kind of dog breeds are there?
What kind of dog breeds are there?
I mean, like what kind of breeds? Like what types?
Oh, any type.
Any can come. So my one could come.
If he was invited.
Oh, okay. So can he be invited?
Oh, I don't know.
So, if people want to get in contact with you, what is the best way that we can do that?
Well, we're on Facebook. The website should be up soon, but basically just ring me, 0403 264 322, and we can send out a brochure, or we can discuss their needs and design an event to suit them. One thing that we do a lot of is fundraising for non-for-profits.
Yeah.
Which is a passion of mine, and we can do a really good deal and create a brilliant event for them, hopefully to raise a lot of money for good causes.
And the doggy parties.
And the doggy parties.
I love it. I love the doggy parties part the most. It's amazing. But I also know your business.
KMR Solutions.
KMR Solutions, perfect. I love it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our episode part 2 on how important is customer service, and I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed it as well. Till next time, it was a pleasure having you watching us and a pleasure for you being on our show. Thank you.
Thank you, Dante.
You're welcome.
And I'll invite you to the next doggy party.
Perfect. Can't wait.